Hi guys, welcome to this week's video, and I just wanted to share something with you quickly that I've been using, a feature that I've been using quite a lot the last few weeks. It's not something that I've used a tremendous amount before within Lightroom and Photoshop, and it's the generative fill features. So I generally think it's a little bit of a cheat, but for the project that I've been working on recently, which is my own project, along with two other business partners, we're about to launch a new project called Horizon. Check it out, Horizon Show UK Instagram page, and give us a follow on there for more information. It's launching at the end of the month. Super exciting show, especially for anyone who is involved in the car scene. It's going to be massive. So I've been using this generative fill feature for the advertising for our show quite a lot. So it allows me, we've tried to keep a format of 5x4, like a poster style portrait format for Instagram. But it means that I've not been able to use images such as this one very easily, because as you'll see, when I crop it to 5x4 and put it in a portrait format, it actually chops the car down. So without masking the car, zooming it out, and then putting it onto a new artificial background, you can't really create a poster and still have all the original photo within it, unless you use the generative fill feature. So what I'm going to do is show you that right now. So we open the photo in Photoshop. So we have this. Obviously, I've just shown you why it's not very usable for a poster format. So what we do is we unlock the photo over here in the layers panel, and then we go over to crop, and you'll see that it's put the box around there. On a Mac, we press Option, and then we drag, and what will happen is it drags the borders of the photo up, and you'll see this checkerboard pattern. So what's happened is we've made the actual area bigger around the photo, so we can't fill these sections in very easily. This is where the generative fill section comes in. So what we do is we press Command and click on the photo down here, and what you'll find is it selects the photo. If we then go on and invert the selection, you'll see it selects this top and bottom sections and not the actual picture. If we go to generative fill and type in expand background and generate, what you'll see is the AI within Photoshop generates what it thinks the top and bottom should look like of the photo. So it just takes a little while. I'm on an M1 MacBook, so these features are a lot quicker if you're on the newer MacBooks. There we go. So what that's actually done is filled in all of the grass in front and made additional sky. So it's now created a photo that I can now crop into a 5x4 format and actually use for the show. So there we are. That's a 5x4 photo. And now we're free to drop titles on it, other text on it. I'll show you the finished poster that I made yesterday with this on, and it just shows how you can make landscape photos usable for portrait formats. It's such a great feature. I've been using it quite a lot, and as you can tell, it does an incredible job. That's the first go as well. Down here, if you look, it actually gives you some more options. So we'll just see what it gives us. So to me, that actually looks a little bit cleaner in the sky. We don't have the big block of cloud at this top section. It looks a bit more natural there in the grass down here. And then even probably more so on that one, actually. So it's done an amazing job. All three times there, it's done a great job. To me, it actually gets better as you click through. So it just becomes incredibly usable. And now we can actually use that as a portrait 5x4 format poster. And you've created a landscape image and turned it into a portrait one. So not only does that work for portrait photos, trying to expand them, it also works for landscapes. So this is a prime example. This is a photo that I took back in April in New Zealand while I was visiting the North Island. Do the same thing there. Remember to unlock your layer. And we option on the crop tool. And we can pull this out very slightly. So it just shows you how wide you can actually make your photos. And we'll just see if it can handle that. So we have that now. We go Command, and we've selected the actual picture. If you click on it there, Then we revert the background, go on a generative fill and expand background. And hopefully the software will give you a great indication of how powerful it actually is. So it should read the actual photo and expand the background to suit. And there we go. So it does such an incredible job of doing these sort of things now. Let's have a look at our options. That one's even better. Different option, slightly different trees. It's a bit of a weird look here. A bit of a strange look here. I think the middle one, it's nailed it a bit more. So it just shows the power now. You can do it on any photo, landscape, portrait, whatever you like. And you can actually play around with this generative fill area as well. You can actually type in different things. So you could say, I want it to have the sea behind it, or I want it to have a sunset, or I want it to have whatever. And it will, the AI is so clever, it will actually give you what you want. Just sometimes it's a bit of a trial and error. You have to just type in different things, keep trying it over and over again, but eventually it will get there. But it just shows you what you can actually do with photos now. So if you like that tip, I'd love to see some of your examples of people using this. If you have used it before, tag me in it. Michael Marsden Photography on Instagram. Tag me in your photo. I'd love to have a look at what everyone's churning out and making. I love looking at other photographers' work and seeing what styles people are using and what's currently popular. So if you'd like to, drop a subscribe on the subscribe button, press the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever I put a new video out. There's going to be a lot more tips coming up. And we are, when we get some studio space very soon, going to start doing a lot more product reviews. I've got an exciting video coming up, probably in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be doing a POV style video of exactly how I photograph a car and what shots I tend to take. I have a sort of stock set of shots that I take, and then anything others that interest me on the car. Keep an eye out for that. Super interesting video. Thanks very much. See you next time.